Hello, Andy here with another run for you today. As always, feel free to ask questions in the comments or in the Discord. Consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. And let's begin. Playing as Stalker, starting in the Golden Desert and having Royal War Banner. Since I'm in the Golden Desert, I immediately try to find reliable AD carry. And with Royal Banner, Gorbin suits perfectly. Also trying to get tier 2 unit in order to Rainbow Slime Vial on him use. Decided to put Royal Banner and Royal Crown on Xap1 since I don't have orcs yet, so Xap1 with horror trait should be more effective than Gorbin without any traits. Choice the colors is too random, I think, and Black Flag is too hard to activate it. It is possible to activate it, but I decided to go with no specialization. Just because I felt like it, honestly. Both options are correct, I think. Made a tier 2 Porcinia. It's not that good, I think, as a unit, it's definitely not good in Golden Desert because of the mana issues against the boss. Got to Gorbin, so moved the Royal Crown to him. Even if I don't want to commit into Royal, it's a very good early game. It's very good for the early fights because it provides a little bit more gold for you. Armed and ready, perfect. And here I considered going for Power Stone because I can make a Leech Knife for Gorbin and it would activate it, but Astral Ape with the tier 2 uncommon is just better. Got tier 4 Gale, which is pretty lucky since he's already royal, so I can use the banner effectively. Since Gale doesn't really care that much about his skill when he is not played in Scrappers, he shouldn't struggle against the Adalon, so... Also Gale, one of the best users of Leech Knife, because when he casts his skill he becomes immune to damage, so Leech Knife has time to heal him. Sadly, Gibbs is banned, so I can't get second stage of beasts until rares, but it's okay. Tier 5 Gale should have enough stats to brute force through the game. Decided to not accept deal since I don't really care about star points at this point, since the unit which I'm planning to use as a carry is already tier 5 in fights, and I don't have Coda as my front laner right now, so star points I could have maybe used them on a Vault of Assistance, but decided to preserve my hearts in order to maybe skip the boss if tier 4 Gale is not good enough. Don't need uncommon duplicator, so decided to go for a piece of summoning stone. Found the sword for the Leech Knife, that's good. And also with Kragus and the Royal Warbanner I can make the second stage of Royals, which is not as strong as second stage of Beasts would be, but I don't have... It's not possible for me to get Beasts before the second act, so... Second stage of Royal will do. I could have maybe tried to get Scrappers, but without the attack speed, Scrappers are not that good. And the second stage of Royal is honestly not bad. If you position correctly your units, then you can guarantee to tear down the key units. Especially in the Act 1, where the enemy only usually has 1 or 2 tear ups. Potion of telekinesis, just to make sure. To make sure that we win this fight, so we guarantee to survive the loss even against the boss. Ringmaster is decent. I plan to make Kopish on my Gale. Here I probably should have went with Chiodini, since I'm not really good. This composition is not really good against him in the tournament, but decided to go for Gera's potions, which could have been a mistake. Used mana potion because I don't really need it. Like Gale without mana potion, with mana potion the same as without. So. Use duplicator to get tier 3 Gorbin, just because I can. And we beaten the first act without a single loss, which is to be expected when you have tier 4 uncommon from the floor 3 it is, but still, not every uncommon can beat the first act without a single loss. Here I'm considering which second act do I want, and since I have Royal Crown and Leech Knife already on Gale, and decided to went with Kopish as well, so items are full, so it's better to get Laps as a second act, because first it'll allow me to get my Gale to tier 6 and possibly tier 7 if I get lucky with the perk level 4, and also because of Morphling. Also, Bloodhood is a very good item in this composition. So, Laboratory Labs as a second act is a good choice. Fourth item slot, don't mind if I do. Probably for the Spiked Gauntlets to make the maximum AD on Gale. Maybe I should have went for some attack speed in order to amplify the AD that he already has, but decided to went with maximum AD because first it works really well with second stage of beasts, since it's one strong attack. And also because it increase the damage of Leech Knives. So it's not, it might not be the best idea, but it's not a bad one. And since we are relying mostly on the damage from second stage of beast and Leech Knife, makes that Chiodini makes Chiodini a very scary opponent, since you can't really activate Frenzy against him if you kill, and could have went for Adaptive Scrappers maybe, but decided to try to find double tier up for the Royal, but no luck, so well, elemental buff for Kragus is not bad. Made a Wicked Slasher on Gale. I called it Kopish, but it was called like that before, so hope it didn't confuse you. Bloodhood on Kragus, perfect item for one single frontliner. I mean, I have Bulwark, but I don't have any frontline items now, so. Here, since I plan to go for beasts, I should have probably taking the adrenaline rush, but the skill lodestone for another sword is not bad. Thanks to Royal I have a lot of gold, so decided to go for the Spike Gatlings on Gale and found the Bastion's Helm for Kragus, which is not bad. Purchasing chains just because I have leftover gold. Don't have space for potions, so decided to decline Devil Deal in order to preserve the potential of no losses. I'm gonna be honest, I did it mostly to get more clickbaity titles. But to be fair, mushrooms mushroom bell is not that good. So, and getting tier 2 Marella doesn't help me at all, so. Minus attack speed is not the best one, but I think we can take it. Got lucky with the rolls, so it's not that big of a penalty, only 5%. And Morphling for the beasts and scrappers, making a permanent tier 5 Gale, which with the Royal tier up would make him a tier 6. Very chaotic fight, but when there are so many tornadoes flying around. But we are victorious. Exploit is not good, Rainbow Storm I don't need it, so, and I would reroll if I had an opportunity, but Summoning Stones with the Vault of Assistance, it'll be very good for Wolfgang, since Wolfgang is the only rare in both Marksman and Beast. When you use Divination Dust on Wolfgang, you always guaranteed to get 2 copies of him. So it'll allow me to tier him up without duplicators and without luck. Made the second stage of Beasts, which is a huge spike, and also the first stage of Scrappers, just for a little bit of damage. Don't need Gorbin anymore. And tier upping Gorbin... tier upping Wolfgang begins. skill lodestone on the second Gale. Again, because I don't really care about his skill. Since I have very low curse, going for the Architect for potential tier 2 units. Sadly have to go with Museum Curator, but it's okay. So this is a pretty strong setup, not gonna lie. As you can see, my units can't kill the Mariella, so there's no chain of Beast's Frenzy. So sadly, it's our first loss. Maybe should have positioned Gale at the top in order to for him to focus not the Mariella but the other guys. But I don't think it would have mattered. I think Mariella would still out-tank all the incoming damage. That's the downside of going maximum AD in fights where you can't one-shot one target. You are very weak. Decided to go with Centaur Derby since I don't care about duplicators from food cards. Level up would be nice, but the Gordo's favor for Wolfgang, who also has Quill equipped, is very good. So I decided to go with that. If I didn't have tier 4 Wolfgang, I probably would have went for something else. But since I have tier 4 Wolfgang, might as well itemize him. Using clovers just to get some star points, because I don't need anyone else in this composition. Ideally, I want to use Battle Twitch on second Gale and get Induced Divination Dusts to get Gragus. As you can see, when Gale kills the enemy right before his cast. Then Beast's Frenzy activates, which makes his Leech Knife deal triple damage. So that's why it's a great combination. It works better on Wolfgang, obviously, because when he turns into the melee form, he has more AD, and since he's a rare unit, he by default has more AD than Gale. But the fact that Gale is tier 6 compensates the AD. Probably don't have to position my Wolfgang at the backline, since he... Well, I don't really care where to position him, because he is gonna jump anyways, so... But it does matter. Gurman is better than Yan. It's not that important, but still. Sadly, I had to use Bottled Wish on Kragus, since I can't get him tier 4 without it. Zwei is better than Gurmand, obviously. Berserker Potion is very nice going against... since I don't have any attack speed on Gale, every little bit counts. Finally made Spike Gauntlets, Pauldron of Myla for even more armor and HP on Kragus. Sadly, wasn't able to get Skill Lodestone before the tournament. Mana Bracelet on Zwei. Maybe he can cast a few times, and it's very good against Chiodini, which is our rival. Here I decided to use Fire Potion on Gurman. Probably a mistake. I think I won even I would win even without it. but still decided to... On one hand, better safe than sorry, on the other hand, I have Kyoedini to fight, and the Ignite Potion really helps against Pangurban and Frisky. .3k damage from Leech Knives. Well, it was in overtime, obviously, but still quite impressive. And now the pain begins. Didn't get lucky with potions. And you will see why I should have avoided Kyoedini as my rival. Because my units can't kill any of the enemy units. For the Beast Bite to activate, it's very hard to out-damage Pangurban and Frisky. And Frisky just one-shotted my games. Had to restart. Ipped one attempt with bad RNG. The third try finally got the weaponized Rainbow Slime, which neutralizes Frisky. And even without Frisky, it wasn't easy, since Ivy shields very hard to deal with. But thankfully we got it. GG. It was a decent round. I really hope you enjoyed. Consider subscribing and leaving a like on this video. See you soon. Bye.